Today discuss define unit cell. Okay, the three types of unit cell, and first one simple cubic unit cell, and second one body center cubic unit cell, and third one face center cubic unit cell. Okay, the three types of the cubic unit cell. The first one discuss um, simple cubic unit cell or primitive unit cell. Okay, they discuss about simple cubic unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell, this short form SE. Okay, so this is the simple cubic unit cell. And the simple cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical atoms. Occupied by the identical atoms. This is a simple cubic unit cell. Okay, uh, they touch along the edge of the cube. Do not touch diagonal. So do not touch diagonal. The coordination number of each atoms is 6. Coordination number each atoms is 6. So the corner of cubic unit cell is shared 8 neighboring unit cell. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The simple cubic units 8 corner. The 8 corner of the presence atoms. So per unit cell is equal to NC by 8. NC by 8. The NC is called the number of atoms at the corner. The number of atoms at the corner. Okay, so the number of atoms at the corner in the simple cubic unit cell, NC is equal to 8 is equal to 8 by 1. Sorry, 8 by 8. Formula 8. So is equal to 1. Okay, the number of atoms in a simple cubic unit, this is 1. Okay, the simple cubic unit cell definition. The simple cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical atoms or ions or molecules. This is the simple cubic unit cell. Okay, the touch along the edge of the cube. Do not touch diagonally. The coordination number of each atom is 6. The definition, the simple cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by the identical atoms or ions or molecules. This is the simple cubic unit cell. Okay, the number of atoms in a simple cubic unit cell, NC divided by 8. So 8 corner is present. So 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. The number of atoms in a simple cubic unit cell, 1. Okay, this is the simple cubic unit cell definition and formula. Okay, the next one discuss body center cubic unit cell. Body center cubic unit cell. The body center cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical particle, and in additional to that one atom is body center. This is called a body center cubic unit cell. The body center cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical particle. Okay, identical particle, and in additional to that one atom occupies the body center. The pink is marked. Okay, the body center. This is the body center cubic unit cell. Okay, this atom which occupied by a corner do not touch each other. The behavior, they all touch the one that occupies the body center. So each atom is surrounded by 8 nearest neighbor, and coordination number is 8. Coordination number 8. An atoms present in the body center belongs to only 2 particle unit cell. So this is body center formula Nc by 8 Nc by 8 plus Nb by 1. So Nc means the number of atoms at the corner. The Np means number of atoms at the body center. Okay, number of atoms at the body center Np. Okay, the corner coordination number 8, the body center coordination number 1. So substitution value corner 8 by 8 plus Nb body center 1 bond 1 single atom. So 1 by 1. So cancel 8 by 8 cancel 1 plus 1 by 1 cancel plus 1. So 2. So the number of atoms in a body center cubic unit cell is equal to 2. Okay. Okay. This is the body center cubic unit cell picture. This is the A to B is A, P to is A. So the volume of unit cell. This is the volume of unit cell A into A into A into A. So volume of unit cell is equal to A cube. A cube. Okay. This is the A to C value root 2A and Ag value 2R plus 1 molecules, this 1 molecules. So radius 2. So 2R, 3R, 4R. So Ag value 4R. Okay, and the next discuss packing efficiency, the Ag value and the AC value discuss. Okay, the next the third one unit cell, face centered unit cell. The third one unit cell, the face centered unit cell, identical atoms lie at each corner as well as in the corner of each face. So these atoms in the corner touch those in the faces but not each other. So the atom in the face center is being shared by 2 unit cells. So each atoms in the face center makes 1 by 2. Okay, so the number of atoms in a face centered cubic unit cell, the corner as well as in the center of each face. Okay, in the corner as well as the center of each face is present atom. Okay, so each face. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 and 5 and 6, the 6 face of present. Okay, then back side 1, this back side 2, this back side 3. So 1 2 3, so 6 faces present. So 6 faces present. This formula Nj by 8 plus Nf by 2. 2 coordination number, so 2. So Nc, the number of atoms, the Nc called. Okay, the Nc is number of atoms at the corner. The Nf number of atoms at the face cubic unit cell. Okay, so Nc 8 corner present, so 8 by 8 plus Nf the 6 face of present, so 6 by 2. So 8 8 cancel 1 plus The 6 by 2 cancel, 3 is equal to 4. So the number of atoms in a phase cubic unit cell, the 4 present. Okay, 4 is the present. Okay, I repeat once more, 3 um, cubic unit cell. Okay, the number of atoms in the unit cell. The first one discuss. Then first one, simple cubic unit cell. This is the structure. The 8 corner is present is the atom. So the next in the number of the atoms in the simple cubic, this is the formula Nc by 8. So 8 by 8 is equal to 1. So the number of atoms in a simple cubic unit cell is equal to 1. So the next one discuss the body center cubic unit cell. This is the body center cubic unit cell. So the number of atoms in a body center cubic unit cell. So Nc by 8 by Np by 1. So 8 by 8 by plus 1 by 1. So 2. So the number of atoms in a body center cubic unit cell, this is the 2. Okay, the third one, phase center cubic unit cell FCC. This is the picture. The formula is number of atoms in a FCC unit cell. So Nc by 8 plus Nf by 2. So Nc, the 6 corner is present. So 8 by 8 plus 6 by 2. So 8 by 8 cancel 1 plus 6 by 2 3. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So this is the number of atoms in a phase center cubic unit cell is the 4 present. Okay, thank you student.